Hello, guys. You're welcome to State of the Sexes. I mean, I know it's not the new year, but I can say Happy New Year, guys, because this is the first episode for the year 2025. I have amazing guests right here with my co-host as usual. I call her Juju, the delectable, the beautiful, the elegant, amazing, wonderful mental health coach.
No, you meant
Come on, Juju. I call you that because when I watch you a lot of times, like I'm just like, man, this girl can be a good mental health coach. Or like, she gives the teas and all of that now. You already know. You already know the vibe. All right, Juju, quickly introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm happy to be here. My name is Jumoke, and I have a platform called Tiffany Speaks, where I teach emotional intelligence. And I also help people discover themselves and, have self-awareness. We have very lovely people here. We have Mercy, who is a mom of two, right? And she's a tech enthusiast. She's been married for 7 years. And I mean, that's really impressive because we're going to be talking about love, dating, marriage, divorce. So we have no other person, to really talk to us about these things aside someone who has been married. I mean, she has the experience. She's living it. She's a living proof that, love does exist. And we also have King.
Just King is fine.
King, okay. We have King here who is, he teaches men on self-awareness. And especially, there's something he does that is very interesting. He teaches people how to recognize the tricks from bad women. I have more questions for you.
All right, before we go on, I just want to say that this show is sponsored by Pharaoh's Hound Tattoos, the best place that you can get all your tattoos in Nigeria. So you just go to your Instagram, to your Facebook, all the social medias, just type Pharaoh's Hound _tattoos. And it's also sponsored by
Tiffany Speaks. You are fighting low self-esteem. You have confidence issues. You don't really know who you are. You have been traumatized so many times. And you just really want to know what your future holds, what your purpose is. That's why I'm here. So Tiffany Speaks. Check me on Instagram at Tiffany Speaks. I'm also on YouTube, Tiffany Speaks Podcast.
We are going to the tea right now. Today's topic, very unique. We're talking about navigating the spectrum of, relationships. We'll be going in phases. The single aspect, the marriage aspect, and the divorce. This is something that we see in our society, see everywhere. It's happening on a daily and all of that. And we're going to be, just checking it out, opening spaces and all of that. And just, having deep conversations about this. And we have the perfect guest today. I would say they are the perfect guest, trust me. Because King over there is someone that is very vocal about men's mental health and wellness, identifying manipulative, he called them bad women. And we also have Mercy here, who is married. I think she's the only married person in this panel. In today's world, what does being single even mean? Are people even really single? What does being single mean to you, Mercy?
Going back to when I was single, being single is you not having any sexual partner. So meaning you can be single but have friends that you talk to. But when you say you're single, it means you're not sexually involved with any person, with anybody, either male or female.
Is that a personal view?
Yes, it is a personal view of mine. So when I say I am single, it means I am not involved with anyone intimately or sexually. Yes.
Why is it that when we talk about singlehood, a lot of people just take it to that level of intimacy or, having sex? Is it that in today's world we have reduced relationship or companionship to just intimacy?
Yes, I think so, because all the while growing up, there are two types of friendships we were allowed to have. It's either you have friends or friends who you have to be, intimate with. Mm-hmm. So I think it stems from, our ideologies or the values that were inculcated in us while we're young. So when you're growing up, you carry that with you. So when somebody asks you, are you single? And if you have someone you are, involved with, you say, oh, no, I'm not. But if you don't have anyone you're involved with, then you say you're single. So it's like a mind thing. It just comes out because it has been inculcated in us from when we were young.
All right, King. Are people really single in this day and time? Is anyone really single? Because I heard a little bird told me that even your boo get a boo. So are people really single?
Nobody is single.
Gee,
Nobody's truly single. Like
preach it, brother.
whenever I meet a girl or I meet a guy and they're like they're single, I'm like, okay, who are you fucking? That's the first question I'm asking you. And then you're like, bro, no. I said, see, the fact that you're smashing someone, you're automatically not single. Because being single means that you are not emotionally connected to anybody. And sex deals with emotion. Unless you're a whore.
Does it?
It does. I think let me just say we can try to excuse the men, but to an extent, right? There's still a bit of emotional connection if the man likes the woman. So when you say you are single, it means emotionally you're not connected to anybody. Sexually, you are not with anybody. Because when you're single, sleeping with different people, you are building personal trauma. That's what you're just doing. True. Because at the end of the day, when a person leaves the house and you are alone, you feel that loneliness, you feel lack of companionship, and then you now feel the sex you had was so vague, and then you start to regret it. So nobody's really single because everybody's smashing somebody. So until they stop smashing themselves, then you can say they're single. Because check this out. Anybody you date, the first 3 months, you'll find out that there is one person that they're cheating on you with at the beginning of the relationship. That proves to show that they were never really single. They had someone they were smashing, but they were not in any entitled relationship.
So I actually agree with him on the front of when you are having sex actively with someone, there's an emotional connection, except maybe you are doing it for the money or but if it's just, we're just having sex, then definitely there's some level of emotion. And when we even really talk about sex, like there's so much spirituality to sex that I really don't want to go into right now. But when you share your body with someone, have you heard of people that you start sleeping with someone and you start looking uglier?
True.
Yes.
True.
Yes, for real.
Yes.
Your hair starts shedding.
Yes.
You start breaking out. There's pimples all over your
It's a
face.
spiritual.
It's so spiritual. So
thing.
yes, it is emotional and it is spiritual. So yeah, but I don't entirely agree with the fact that nobody is single. Yeah, I don't entirely agree with that because there are people who have made up. I mean, I talk to people every day who say they want to discover themselves. They want to go on a journey. They want to, and eventually, these people have sworn to celibacy. I know women like that. Yes, I know. And 3 months, 4 months, still counting, and they're still going strong.
All right, so if it's this, right? It's now the age of the girl depends for me now. If it's a girl of 22 telling me that she wants to find out herself, girl, you're about to go on a deep marathon. Because that exploring yourself, so that exploring yourself, you're about to meet different types of men. Finding yourself, knowing what you want. You're meeting different type of men with different mindset, with different ideologies, with different games and scope. You'll be fall victim for one.
So just who are you listening to? It depends.
It's not about listening. It's about having personal life experiences and talking to a lot of men. So the one similarity between myself and King is that on a daily we talk to a lot of men. We listen to what they say, and sometimes those men are connected to certain women. Maybe it could be girlfriends, wives, and all of that. And then we have to get them into the section also. And then we listen to them also. So we get experiences from, both sides. Now, when you're dealing with a younger girl and she's saying she wants to be single, are there people that really want to be, do women really desire just to be single for being single sake? I'm talking about a girl that is up to the age, let's say she's 18 to 25 and all of that.
Yeah, I think that for every decision you make, there's always the reason, right?
She's single by choice.
Are
but
people
why?
single by choice? Or their choices have made them single?
Potato.
No, it's not potato. Your choices can make you single.
I think for men, condition makes men single.
Yeah.
If a man is doing very good, he ain't got no problem being with a woman. He wants to have a woman. I think that's one of the joy for women, to be able to become valuable, to take care of a woman that will take care of our family. Men emphasize that. Why for a woman? When she says I'm single by choice, it's simply because you've not met the guy that you want. Whenever I talk to girls, just be like, I'm single, I'm focusing on myself, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, no problem. What kind of man do you like? They go ahead to say it. I say, okay, imagine that guy comes to you right now. That same man just listed. And he says, what's up? I want to be in a relationship with you. What will be your answer? 9 out of 10 of those ladies kept quiet. Because then the realization I hit them that I'm not actually single by choice. I'm single based on the fact that the man I want has not yet come. So till that man comes, you ain't single by choice, my dear.
I thought by choice means I'm making a choice to be single until I find what I'm looking for. I thought that was what we meant.
What are you looking for?
Like I have a spec, right? I have a preference. This is the
Are
kind
you
of man
your
I want.
spec?
Okay, so that's another conversation that we now have to go into.
But let's be real. Let's be real. When girls say they want to be single, it's not to find a man, it's to chase a career.
No.
Most times.
Sometimes.
Let me speak from my experience,
Yes,
right? Whenever I hear girls say that, okay, I want to focus on myself, I don't want a relationship now, I'm single by choice. Listen to what they are saying. They're not navigating towards, okay, I'm hoping to get a man in the future, to have a family and have a kid. They're always navigating towards the end of, I'm chasing my career, I want to have a better life, I want to be financially stable. That's what they chase. And you see that career part, a lot of dicks, man.
Dicks.
Okay. So I think I'm lost. Pharaoh, I think I'm a bit lost.
All right.
When you defined single, you made mention of it, a person not being sexually involved with another person.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but you go ahead and say somebody is single and they are chasing. I don't know if I can say the word. You can just bleep that out.
What career?
No, not the career,
word,
dicks, right?
Yeah.
So if you're sleeping with someone or a group of people, you are not single.
That's what I said earlier.
I feel singlehood is a title. Like being in a relationship or being single is just a title, right? So that's why sometimes I laugh at a lot of people that they frown at polygamy, but yet they are actively sleeping with married people, non-married people, or having multiple partners. I mean, we don't have to go to a church and, join ourselves together before we are married. Even by Bible standard, it's not that. Like once you start having intercourse with a person, there's this connection that is already happening, and you're doing everything that a wife should do for this man. You're doing all of this stuff. You are already married to him. I don't know why we put all these titles and make it feel like, okay, this is, I don't know if you guys understand what I mean. Like we're putting all these titles, but
so you feel like singlehood is a title.
It's a title, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like marriage is a
all
title.
of this is a title.
Just everything's a title, right? So, but under those titles, there are guidelines.
Yeah.
For being in a relationship, there are guidelines. For being single, there are guidelines. So, if you're not following the guidelines then you're not really single. You're just being like you're being a hypocrite. You're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
That's just like I'm saying that now I should be like a man. I'm like, you know what? I'm a monogamous man. I support monogamy, and then I'm having a side chick outside. That's not under the guidelines of monogamy.
Yeah.
If you say you're a polygamous man and then you have side chick outside, you're under the polygamy is when you marry. No, rather, sorry, my bad. You marry multiple women, then you are following the guidelines actually.
But that's why I said it's a title, because you could be practicing polygamy even though you are not in a titled frame of polygamy. So you can be like, okay, a man that marries 3 wives, then that's a polygamous man. But you that have a wife at home that's an official wife, and then you have 3 side chicks outside, you're also practicing polygamy.
No, you are practicing infidelity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think we live in a very hypocritical society.
It's still polygamy to me.
It's infidelity.
I feel you're practicing it because there's everything that your wife is doing for you, these side chicks are also doing for you. Tell me one thing apart from the title that a side chick is doing for you that your wife. In fact, the side chick is even doing it better than your wife. So
I think this is why I like polygamy personally. I've said it before. If you can afford it, bro, marry more than one woman. If you want to marry one woman, your choice. But me personally, I would tell a man to marry 2 women at least. Now, you see the thing you said about side chick, right? You see one of the reasons why side chick tends to be dominating right now is because we've bought into the ideology of monogamy. All of us right here stem down from polygamous heritage.
I wasn't from a polygamous heritage.
No, it's a heritage.
Heritage,
like your
history.
heritage.
Go back to your history. Like find your grandfathers. If polygamy wasn't working, we all will not be here with our families. The only reason why we are sitting with monogamy is because the Western came and told us that a true man stays with one woman. A real man stays with one woman. If does not stay with only you, that means he does not love you. That mindset made our ladies believe that if they don't pick only you, that means that man doesn't love you. And that's messed it up.
And so I want to ask a question to that.
Okay.
I will ask to the man and ask to a woman in that question, then I'll ask another question. So now, as a man, why do you think men are single?
Men are single because of the character of women today. I promise you, I have seen more men that want to get married than women that want to get married.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen more men looking for wives. I know a lot of guys that are, bro, I have money now. I define woman. And next thing, they are with this girl. It's like, oh, bro, this girl, she fucked up. Oh, that girl fucked up. It's almost the same story, which is what's infidelity. Girls are chasing money. And the only way they think of getting the money is to spread their legs. And let's be real, it is not easy. It is not easy to even get rich. Men have been chasing money for God knows how long. Women started working about 100 years ago, right? Now, I'm not stopping any woman from making money, right? Yeah. But you're chasing money without a proper blueprint. What's going to happen? You will build trauma, you will build body count. Then at the end of the day, you now want to end up with a man that's probably was stable, worked hard, carried his life, and then you come into his life with your baggage and bullshit. He will notice it, unless he's not aware.
Mm-hmm.
And then he will pull himself out. And then by the time he keeps seeing to other girls, it's like, what's going on? Guys don't get married. Guys don't think of dating anymore because girls are not what they used to be or what they claim they are. But the men are still, the men are still hard workers. The men still provide. The men still protect.
Jab break.
All right.
Let me ask a lady, why do you think men are single in 2025?
Why do I think men are single or women?
No, men. I'm asking for the men first. I've heard a male perspective. I want to hear a female perspective. Okay.
First of all, I think a lot of men are single because of, like you said, the finance part. To be in any relationship right now, I mean, it has been so monetized that you need to have a lot of by the women. I'm not going to mince my words. To carry a relationship because there is this so much pressure on the man, to take care of, and I mean, a lot of ladies are becoming so high standard. I mean, everybody's doing skincare, everybody's, so one particular reason I can think of is the finances. So a lot of men want to really make money, then find a woman. But I think that order is a bit flawed because when they eventually make the money, then it's really so hard to find a woman. So I think to answer your question, money is, I think, one of the major reasons why.
So is it safe to say that men are in love and women are in business?
I don't think so.
Very safe.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? But from your explanation now.
No, yeah.
See, one thing I always say to people is that even good men want sex. Even good women want money. So if a man is not coming up to the standard of women, and women have a very high standard right now. In fact, it's called hoflation. So what hoflation means is that my great-grandfather is paying less to get a woman that is way more valuable than a woman that I have now, and I have to pay 10 times more.
Same with everything. Egg, milk, everything. Everything has gone up.
I know everything have gone up.
Yes,
but,
same with, we're not buying
my great-grandmother didn't want to wear a hair of 1.5 million naira.
Same with eggs. Same with milk. Same with a bag of rice.
I mean,
everything. We are not buying it the same amount.
My great-grandmother was on thread, which was cost her 50 naira.
Yeah.
Right now, that's why I say the hoflation is going way too up. And a lot of people, it's so unfortunate that a lot of women feel like it's the way they look, their hair, their eyelash, their makeup, their
those
skin
standards
care.
You men put in the first place.
No, we didn't put it.
You did.
Never put it. Women are the most competitive gender, and corporations can sell easily to women. So women are emotional based, feeling based. So if they tell you that a wig is going to make you look more beautiful. And when you see that all your friends have that wig, but you don't have it, you begin to want that thing. And it's just crazy how people go. So I don't really think that men are the reason why women are trying to look good or look whatever. In fact, I have the opinion that women look good for themselves. Women want what other women want, and even looking good for themselves benefits them. If they don't get benefits from them for that look, they are not going to even be looking at it. So I fail to see how men are the reason why women are trying to be expensive right now. If you have,
I think one of the reasons why men are playing that role is because one thing again, I've said it a lot of times, we men know how to belittle money the moment you start seeing money. That's the very, very common thing that we do. And then like you'll be sitting outside the gear and you'll be like talking to your bro, I'm gonna get 10 million. Small 10 million. Checky. 10 million, even 5 million, 1 million is not small because a major large percentage of the people have not even seen 5 million. But you now sitting down with a girl that has not even seen 5 million and they attend that 5 million is small. Then she now buys into that mentality without even having the platform to create 5 million, thinking that 5 million is small. I once with a girl, she said, 100 million is small money. Asked her, have you seen 100 million?
What do you have?
Have you seen 100 million? And she was like, no, I'm not 100 million, but guys I hang around with, and then my dream, my da. I was like, okay. So you just stated the value based off the guys you've been around with. Now, do you know how hard it is to get that 100 million? And how few of the men are that actually have that 100 million? So one thing again that propels women to actually have a delusional thought of finance is women.
Men set the standard.
And on this one, no. On this one, we men overinflate how hard it is to get money the moment we have the money. That's one thing that we do, and that's bad.
Can you say that again?
Women overinflate the value of money the moment you start having money. We make it look as if money is nothing. I want to tell you, I'm guilty of this too.
Is that an ego thing?
It's an ego thing. Okay. Because see, when you're suffering, when things are hard with you, you be humble. Then by the time you now start seeing 1 million, you be like, okay, 1 million in a month is small money. I make that probably in 3 weeks. Before you were not saying that. You will not forget yourself and now start making that money and be like, oh, 1 million. No, that's why I told someone that one of the reasons why I exalt even 1,000 naira is because I remember where I'm coming from. And I don't want to forget where I'm going to. That's the reason why I exalt every money. Like to me, it's not big money. 1 million to it's not big money, but every time you think, I'm like, thank you. Because I know that people don't have that 10K.
Yeah.
I know. So I don't want any girl around me feeling like that 10K is small. I'll take it for. Don't call. It get to me, King bro me just 5K. I didn't send to her.
Yeah.
I thought that if it's just 5K, you should have had it.
Come, you don't have it.
Why would you disrespect money that you don't have? How dare you?
Again, I stand on my take that men set as from time immemorial, they've set in terms of beauty, they have set the standard. When we see the most accomplished men going for the most beautiful women, of course every woman is beautiful.
Why is the most beautiful women going for the richest men? Why did they say they are broke Emeka on their streets?
That's the standard I'm telling you.
So how did men affect
because a poor man cannot maintain a rich woman.
Oh, so you have maintenance.
Yes, so there is a standard that this men,
all of this is
they have so much money, they overinflate, like he said, and they attract the women that they at that. I mean,
can we go to the beginning of time?
Sorry, can I say something? I agree with what she just said, and that was a bit of the different opinion I said I had. At the end of the day, right? You can say I met women who are this, who are that, but you need to understand that you attract based on the level that you are in yourself.
Yes.
If you keep attracting women who only want you for your money, then you have a lot of accountability to do. You have a lot of work to do on yourself.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people that I talk to and they say they want to remain single. Pharaoh, I've come to you before, right? That why is it that you are attracting this kind of people?
Yes.
And you're complaining, why am I being treated this way? Why am I feeling like this? But at the end of the day, because people complain. Men also complain. The women are this. A woman treated me like this. A woman cheated on me. A woman did this. A woman did that. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, what is broken in me that is making me attract women like this?
First of all, I would say you attract everything as a human being.
No,
as a girl, listen. As a girl right now, there are sugar daddies that will come your way. There are Yahoo boys that will come your way. There are church boys that will come your way. There are good guys, working class guys that will come your way. Same with girls. There are different girls that come our way on a daily basis. But the human nature will always talk about the negativity. right? Even more. Because the truth is that, why people feel like marriages and relationships are not working is because people that are actually in good relationships are not really talking so much. It's the bad news that gets
That
like
sells.
wide fire, like it sells. So I want to tell you that we should stop accusing people that this is what they attract. A lot of I've never dated personally, right? I've never dated a terrible woman. And just because it was good doesn't mean that it has to work. Maybe there were other differences that made us break up, maybe distance and stuff like that. But I meet on a weekly basis when I'm open to date people, when you start talking to people on, platforms, dating platforms and all of that, you meet different kind of people. Then you begin to filter. You meet this girl, she comes to you and she gives you a bad experience. So you meet a girl that is telling you that before you guys sit down for a date, that you have to pay for her hair and her lash and her nails, and then I block your fucking number because I'm not about to do that stupid shit. Some men think that is cool, that is romantic. That is you being very, very stupid,
In your opinion.
It's not in my opinion. Let me tell you something.
Some men think that is okay.
It's okay. They feel like it's okay.
Yeah.
You are the greatest simp on earth if you have to buy a wig for a lady, buy her dress on a first date. You can do that later on when the girl have proven herself that, okay, yes, you have to prove the same way. Yo,
Pharaoh.
see, excuse me. She said proving. Wait, let me give her the gist. This is 2025. Men are not ignorant anymore. Men understand their value right now. You are not see, the same way you want that man to prove that he can do things. I need you to prove. You're not going to bring a whack-ass behavior and a run-ass pussy for me to make me feel like you are the queen of the earth and all of that shit. I'm not doing that.
My question is this: who proves themselves to the other? Does the king prove himself to the queen, or does the queen prove herself to the king?
I think it's a mutual.
Now, over history time, a king is on the throne. He wants a queen. Does the king go to prove to the maidens that he's qualified to be their king?
Good.
So that your silence is an answer for me.
How many kingdoms? How many kingdoms do we have?
No. We're not talking about kingdom. Like I'll give you an example now. Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Pharaoh is a king on his own. He's who he is. We all know who Pharaoh is, right? He is a king in his own realm. A woman wants to come into his life. Pharaoh does not have to prove shit. I'll tell you why. Because he has already proven it by showing his value in society.
No, that's not
I'm going somewhere. Okay. Because the criteria women used to pick men, Pharaoh has crossed that threshold already. So I'm going further. So the only thing that you only look for that is character. That's coming closer to him to know character. But first of all, as a man, he's qualified already. Like he has what you're looking for to be in a relationship with. Because it's not going to be a problem. Comfort is already there already. Now as a lady, the man is looking for something. Right? He wants something. But now most ladies don't even know what men want. So they cannot even qualify to be with the man. Then you meet a man like Pharaoh now, you're like, okay, because I'm beautiful, and then I have men texting me, then you should show me why I should be with you. No, you need to show him why he needs to accept you into his own life, because there is more benefit for you than him.
I ain't doing that with any man.
Yeah, sure.
You need to show me first why you should be in my life.
Why does the man have to do it? I thought it was ladies first, man.
I'm not doing that. I am the prize.
Can we hold on?
I'm not going
How are you the prize?
I am the prize.
How are you the prize?
Tell me how you are the prize.
On myself, the value I have placed on myself.
Are you a virgin?
Okay,
No. We are going deep.
Seriously?
No, we are going deep. Are you a virgin?
Seriously?
Yes.
Yo.
2025.
Let's leave that. Except moral. We know what's good. Like, okay, you say you're the prize, right? What makes you the prize? You will not be able to tell me.
Public podcast.
I promise you not be able to tell me.
I can't.
Oh, yeah, sure, prove me wrong.
I can't. I don't have to prove anything.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying.
guys.
I don't have to prove anything.
No. See, like, I'm not angry or anything.
No.
King. Hey,
Let's have a conversation.
She made a very strong statement that ladies will hold on to without having any grounding. No nothing to anchor on. I'm the prize. Okay, tell me how you price.
I'm not one of those.
I'm coming. Like, most ladies can't anchor that statement of I am the prize. So that's what I'm asking you, because you seem very intelligent and smart. I need you to tell me, because I like to also learn. Okay. No girls will able to give me a sensible answer to why they're the prize. Okay, right now we asked another question. We asked the question, why are men single these days? So I'm going to put it in the other, for the other gender.
Why are women single these days, Juju?
Based on what we have seen, right? There's this rat race, there is this competition that I really don't understand. But the only reason why anybody would be single,
Women.
the only reason a woman would be single, probably because you are still trying to find yourself. Yes, that's what I think. I'm not going to speak for people who don't know who they are yet and they're running a rat race and trying to be a certain way or try to copy, what the society or the trend or the social media is saying. I'm not going to speak for those people because, I can't really relate. But holistically, you're asking me why I think women are single. I think it's to truly find yourself and be fully ready for whoever it is that comes your way. Yeah.
What does this readiness entails?
It means you're already complete.
Complete.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Relax. Okay. So personally, I feel women are single for different reasons.
Okay.
So there's this fear that if I get with this person, what is going to be the outcome of it? There's this thing that I think every woman really, most women would like to marry a good man, marry once and have a good life with that person. But the nature of a woman have this kind of sense of perfection in her. For example, I learned this from Pastor Kingsley. He said, if a man wants to lie on a bed and one side is just arranged with his clothes and everything around that bed, he will lay there and sleep till the morning. He doesn't mind. But an average woman coming to that bed, what she's going to do is that she wants everything holistically, everything arranged and all of that before she comes in. Now, there's a problem with that because things are never going to be perfect. Things are never going to be 100%. And I think a lot of women need to actually reduce their standards. I'm sorry, man. Because the delusion out there is crazy. Secondly, I would say another reason I can pick out is that a lot of young girls in this generation, they are being told to make their own money, to chase a career, to be entrepreneurs and all of that.
Which isn't bad.
Which is not a bad thing. I support it 100%. I cannot be with a woman that is not making something for herself. But the truth is that you are telling a 21-year, 22-year-old to go and chase money. What are you telling her to go and do? The experience of chasing money for a lot of women make them masculine. Skyrockets their body count. Because we are talking about Nigeria. We're living in Nigeria. How many 25-year-old women can live in Lekki, for example, without having relations with multiple men? Let's be honest.
Are you countering yourself? Because when you said there's this awareness for young girls, being financially independent or chasing a career, and having multiple partners, that's there are girls who their skills.
How many
you can learn?
I want to bet you most of the girls that are entrepreneurs, tailors, actresses, your big brother girls, I want to promise you.
There are software developers that I know.
Man, they're banging their software, man.
That are girls. If
that job, let me tell you something. Right now, when it comes to the generally, women's femininity is paying them way more than their job, than their skills. Their femininity is your ability to be a woman, ability to give a masculine man what he wants and desire, your ability, your sexual aspect, the sexual aspect of it. This is what is paying the average young girl way more than this. So I will give you an instance. I've met girls that in this Lagos, just go do a BBL. Just go do a BBL, man. It's like 500K, 700K per night. Now, you are doing that girl within a month, maybe she's making 20 million naira from prostitution. You're telling that girl to now get into a marriage with a man. The thing with girls like that is that they can get 20 million naira in a month, but one man is not going to pay them 20 million naira in a month. So do you see how, if that girl gets into a relationship or a marriage, she already feels like she's losing?
I'm gonna agree with Juju. I can't speak for those kind of girls. They don't know who they are.
Those kind of girls are the majority of girls we have right now.
They have not found themselves.
Do you understand?
Actually, yeah.
Do you understand that those kind of girls are the majority? They are the 75%.
Which is unfortunate.
I'm trying to be nice.
Who gave you the statistics?
Which
75%.
Statistics.
That's the 75%.
Very unfortunate, and I can't speak for them.
Every girl don't need to be on the streets to do that. Every girl don't need to be on an app prostituting herself to do that. Look at girls in the university. You will see a girl that doesn't come from a rich home. She doesn't have, any job or anything, but she's using an expensive iPhone. Who got that stuff for her? Men. It might not be that she's even prostituting. She might just have one rich guy. She dates that one for 3 months, date another one. I'm saying, do you understand that this dating thing, right? Okay, they are bringing one fake high standard. So before you date me, you have to buy this, this, and this. So they will find one foolish simp, and that simp is ready to pay for those things. In the next 3 months, they are onto this one. They are gathering. And now we're telling women that they have to gather for us to see their value and all of that. And this is what they have to do to gather, because the truth is that a lot of them are not just going to make money legitimately.
So, okay.
This is one of the reasons why women are single.
I think it's really sad though, if you have to already tell people how to place a value on you for you to give them a certain thing, and then you're calling it standards. I think that already is a problem. I can't imagine a girl saying, before I can go on a date with you have to pay for my hair, you have to do my lashes, you have to do all of that. I know people do it, right? But I think he already says a lot. And if I was a guy and a lady is placing that kind of demand, I can already tell how you see yourself.
Yeah.
Like everything about you, it's all about the physical. So yeah, I get that. And we need to do better. Yeah.
I think
totally
women
agree.
are single because they don't have any thought of family in their head.
I'm not clear. I don't understand.
Family is not
always controversial.
Is not the equation in their brain. What they think about is career, chase some money, and live a better life. And I asked them, do you want to get married? Yes. Well, you're not moving like someone that wants to get married, right? So if you go out there with the thought of career first, you will not prioritize relationship. And the fact you don't prioritize relationship, you will not learn what the opposite sex value in a woman. And by the time you even don't get in the money and you come back, you've not learned it at all. You're back to square one.
And now you are now, the age is past. Women have biological clock. The age is past. Whether anyhow we want to sugarcoat this thing, men will go for younger women.
Yeah. So I feel like
that's the truth.
That rhetoric is changing.
Yeah, I feel like
that rhetoric is
changing. Where? Do you know why it's changing?
Younger guys are going for older women now.
Yes.
Because
for your information.
I will tell you why. I will tell you why other guys are going for that younger women.
Yeah.
If you look at it most times, those guys are not very ambitious.
Men are going for older women.
Yes.
That's what
they are not goal driven.
And is going for
is there a high value man that is high in society, that has the money, that has everything fixed up, being a complete man, and he say, I want to go for a 40-year-old?
Yes. If that is what
we have a case right now trending.
What is the majority?
Does a real man care about a woman's money?
No.
Out of 10,
so is that a real man?
I'm careful with the words. When you say real man, don't box me.
Okay, now,
Don't put me for
is that a real man that is okay to settle with an older woman? And it's mainly because
so
of
many
finance.
reasons. Because of finance.
What are the reasons? Hold on.
I don't think that.
What are the reasons that you feel like a guy should settle with
an older woman?
Would want to.
Why?
It could be because she's more matured.
experience.
Yeah, it could be because she's more emotionally intelligent. It could be because she has more emotional maturity. It could be because she's more intelligent. It could be because she's smarter. It could be because it makes him a better person.
Yes.
There's so many reasons why people want what they want. And I think it's okay.
Would the average man prefer an older lady or a younger lady?
I don't know. I'm not speaking for an
Depends on the standard they
Hold
have
on, I'm
set
just saying,
for
if I put 100 men in this
Pharaoh,
room,
you
and I said,
mentioned men want things that are easy, right? You mentioned men always want the easy life. I mean, even make mention of.
He said peace.
Yeah, peace, soft, like not having to stress or work so hard for things. If I'm a man, I meet a woman that is more experienced, has emotional intelligence, that is womanly, courteous, and ticks all my boxes for who I don't. Age
the
is
majority
just age wouldn't matter to me.
The majority of older women are masculine.
Thank you.
They have been through a lot.
Thank you.
They are defensive.
Thank you.
They are not soft.
Thank you.
That's the majority.
Oh my goodness.
Like they have more body count and all of that. And do you know what these older ladies do? They are on the internet preaching to young girls that they should chase the bag. They should chase their career. They should do the misery wants company.
Okay.
So you're teaching younger girls. You see younger girls that meet men that are actually, these are prominent men. These are men that would do well for them and they could start a family at a young age of 23, 24, 25. But they will be like, let me wait. My frontal lobe is not yet developed or whatever. Then maybe at that time I will want something else or whatever. See, you need to understand that a girl can have everything. She can have it all. I know women that got married young and married good people. So it's not about an age thing. It's about, is this man actually a good man? So a lot of young girls have blurred out this.
Or vice versa. Is this woman actually a good woman?
Yeah.
Regardless of age.
A lot of people have blurred out this whole thing of, getting married young. Let me tell you something. You can get married old in your 40 or 50 and still marry wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
That's just the thing. So it's actually a problem when we are telling girls to prioritize their career, prioritize making a bag.
I just think it helps.
It
helps. It helps to
why can't you do that? Come on, please. Can you answer me this question? Tell me what is the righteous thing that a woman wants to do that she can't do in her husband's house? Really, tell me.
Nothing.
If you are married to a good man, if you're married to a man that can understand you, that is your friend, do you want to go to school and this man will say you wouldn't go? What do you want to travel to that if he has the money and you guys can plan it that you cannot go? But the truth is that a lot of girls want all of this good time experience with their prime age. And now when they are a lot of them, when they are now in their 40s, 45, they now become religious, super religious, they now want to be the good girl and all of that and all of that. At that time is very late. And the truth is that a lot of women like that, they fall into the hands of weak men that will prey on them. So I'm just saying that whether at any age, please just try to know the person that you're dealing with and just pray for directions. That's just what I would say. But it
has to start from you.
Know yourself.
You have to first discover who you are.
Know yourself.
Because if not, you will be chasing.
Omotola found herself in her husband's house.
At 19, I think.
Yeah. She found herself. So this, like you said it before, find yourself is SS Dick. Now, if you want to find yourself, what are we talking about? What is find yourself as a woman? Because I don't hear men say this, so please, women, tell me, I want to know, I'm lost. What is finding yourself as a woman? Educate us.
Knowing who you are, knowing your triggers, knowing what makes you tick, knowing when you are about to make a mistake and learning from your mistakes, following your patterns, the pattern of your life, the kind of people you have met, the way you have related with people over time. So they can wake you up and say, how would you react to this situation? I can say, okay, from previous experiences, this is how I would react. This is me. Right? And when you're confident in yourself that way, you can then tailor who are the people, what are the kind of characteristics that will go with this, my personality.
How does a woman tailor like what course she's going to study in school when she's going into it knowing that it might not be perfect, it might not be what she will end. A lot of us have studied things that we don't even use today.
True.
She knows she can have that decision. Then I mean, why is it a problem for her to make a decision that this guy is a good man? I feel a lot of women need to check themselves.
I'm not sure.
Also, as they are checking their partner, check yourself. What are the things that you actually really want from this person? Am I a contented person? You understand? Because I've seen situations that you've been in a relationship with a woman just because her friend's boyfriend, who is maybe a Yahoo boy or a ritualist or something that you don't know. I've even been in a situation where I've seen somebody that I think the girl is the one having the money, and she bought a car and gift whatever, parara and all of that, and did it in the name that her boyfriend did it. Then someone else is getting jealous for that. Like, make it make sense to me. So I think a lot of women need to stop this comparison. They need to stop this lack of contentment, feeling like, oh, there are a lot of good guys that are out there, but a lot of women miss on them because they feel like they want the flashy things of life.
Pharaoh.
And that's a wrap. But we're not done yet. Next episode, we're taking this conversation even deeper, this time into marriage. Expectations, realities, and everything in between. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned, hit follow, and get ready for more on State of the Sexes. See you soon.